Protesters in Hong Kong appear to have no plans to stop their actions, even though the government agreed to withdraw the controversial extradition bill. Dozens of demonstrations are being planned for the next few days. Today, Chief Executive Carrie Lam insisted the decision to withdraw the bill was hers alone. She said Beijing understands, respects and supports her. Mrs. Lam stressed the move is an attempt to end the chaos and resume order in the city. She claimed the decision was not a U-turn because the bill was already suspended. Roland Lim tells us more.
Now, despite Mrs. Carrie Lam officially withdrawing the extradition bill on Wednesday overnight, hundreds of protesters took to the streets in illegal assemblies. At Bolam MTR station, about 100 descended on the station to protest against the station shuttering its doors on Saturday when police as well as demonstrators clashed. Now, one off-duty station manager was attacked and had to be hospitalized, while the station's ticketing gates and ticketing machines were vandalized. Separately, dozens of protesters also laid siege at Mong Kok police station. They were pointing laser pointers at the police guarding the station. However, they were finally dispersed when riot police arrived.
So whether it is in...
Mrs. Carrie Lam says that the police watchdog, the Independent Police Complaints Council, or IPCC, is a credible body to look into how police have dealt with the recent protests, again rejecting calls to set up an independent committee to look into the whole saga. She stressed that the IPCC is the most appropriate body to look into the matter, while dismissing suggestions that the watchdog largely consists of pro-government figures appointed by her. She said that the government has promised to make public the IPCC report after its completion and that her administration will seriously follow up on its recommendations. Critics, meantime, say that the police watchdog doesn't have full investigative powers in order to conduct this independent study into the protests sparked by the extradition bill. Now, meantime, protesters are planning another stress test at the Hong Kong International Airport, a civil disobedience action to block all the transport nodes that lead to the airport. Remember, last Sunday, protesters were successful in suspending both bus and train services and causing massive traffic jams on the roads leading to the airport. That led to about 24 flights cancelled that day. Authorities, meantime, have already placed an injunction for the disruption of services at the airport itself. They are now looking at other legal means to prevent protesters from succeeding again. Roland Lim, CNA, Hong Kong.